Focus! Hey team, another kickboxing lesson for you today. Today the focus is long knees, boom, into round kicks. Let's not mess around, let's get straight into the warm up. 20 calf raises, off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, knees to chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Heels to your bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, star jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Front leg swings, pulling our toes back towards our face, keeping our knees straight. Again, don't go too high at the moment. You're only trying to get a light stretch down your calves and hamstrings. So if you can only get to here and feel the stretch, that's absolutely fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Nice. Similar, but sideways now. You can use wall for assistance. I'm not going to be too fussy about where your support foot is, but the more your heel's pointing this way, the harder the stretch is going to be, okay? 10 one side, then we'll switch 10 the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same thing, backwards now though. As you do it, turn your head over and look at your foot as it goes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. So now we're going to do TikToks. So we go back to our side stance here. Use the wall if you need it. Basically, what you want to imagine is you've got a little obstacle in the way here. You're going to be going over and back from it. It's fine for you to touch the floor for a moment between each one. It gets harder though if you try and keep your foot floating. Okay, so 10 one side, switch 10 the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Okay. Now got some crescent kicks. We're not going to be throwing them like proper crescent kicks for the moment. We're going to keep our legs straight and just use it as a stretch. So we're going to go inside, alternating. So it'll be 10 on each side of the body again. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Very similar, but we go from the outside in now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Us. So our first drill is going to be marching knees. If you've done long knees, you'll know how to do this, no problem. Biggest difference is that when I throw my lead, it's the exact same. It goes down in front of me, but now when I throw my rear, instead of tucking it back behind, boom, it just goes forward, and I go straight into the next one. Okay, so I'm marching whilst throwing these. 1, 2, 3, 4, just across so you can see from the side. 1, 2, 3, here. Okay, you're gonna have a 2-minute shadow boxing round. Whatever space you've got, just march around it. Boom, throwing up nice long knees, and we'll get into some technical explanations. Whoos. So now we're going to look at our switch roundhouse kick. This will be coming off of our lead leg. Now there's a little bit of footwork that goes into this, okay? When you get really fancy with this, it looks like it's all just one quick fluid motion, but there's a couple little parts to it, so let's break them down. The first thing, from my guard here, I need to step my lead leg back a bit, okay? Now this doesn't have to be massive. A lot of people, when they start learning this, they start stepping the foot a mile behind them here and then swinging in. It's not that you'll never throw a switch kick like that, but it's not terribly efficient, okay? What we're looking to do It's still be nice and fast with this. This little movement here can be evasive, so someone could be throwing a low kick, we move out of the way, and this shuffle allows us to counter nice and quickly. Or we just want to put more power into our lead leg, so we're putting it behind us, but we don't put it all the way behind on this first step. We use our step on our rear leg, which opens up our hips to make up the difference, so we can swing in with good power. So if you look from the side here, when I'm switching, it's not that much of a movement. It's a couple of inches really at most that I'm moving my lead foot back. Then I'm stepping this one out, and I'm stepping so that my hip is already open here, so I can swing my roundhouse kick nice and straight and nice and strong. So back, out, switch here. Again, for these roundhouse kicks, we're throwing them like very Thai style. So point your toes, look to aim the bottom third of your shin for connecting, and nice and straight, like you're swinging a baseball bat into the target. Okay, let's do that for a count of 20. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, I think I missed 18, 19 again, boom, and 20. Okay, you got a 2-minute shadow boxing round now. Throw your lead leg switch kicks. If you want to add in some other stuff in between, absolutely fine. I'm only worried about the kicks and the knees today though. Woos. Good work everyone. Time to throw our rear leg round kicks now. So how you're going to throw this might be dependent on how much room you've got to train in today. Okay, I'm quite lucky. I've got this 2x2 meter space here that I can play around with. Some of you may not have as much space, so just be careful. Okay, so what we want to do, or what I'd like to see you doing, especially if you're a beginner with this, I want you to step your lead foot out first. Okay, as you get more comfortable with this, you'll be able to throw faster kicks where you just pivot, boom, straight from the spot. But that actually takes quite a lot of balance and coordination with your lead leg, your ankle and your knee working together to open up your hips. So the easiest easier and you'll throw stronger kicks doing this as well, is to step out first. Now this has done all of the rotation work for my support leg for me. I've turned my foot out, I'm on the ball of my foot, so my pivot's going to be easier, and my hip is already open, which means I don't have to worry about twisting my hips as far when I'm trying to swing my leg at the same time. The other thing that this step will do is if me and my partner or my opponent were kind of in line on the train tracks here, if I kick from the spot, yes, it's nice and fast, but because the arc of my power stops pretty much the moment I hit them, I can't go through the target. Whereas if I step out, the arc of that power finishes past them, which means I'll be able to smash this kick right through the target. You should always be looking to go through the target, not just to touch it, okay? Unless you're training with your partner, be nice. So from here, I step out. My lead hand's gonna stay nice and guarded. My rear hand is gonna go the opposite way to my leg to give that two-way energy. And I'm gonna throw from here, okay? Now, if you haven't got much space, touch it out and come straight back. If you've got the room and you want to, boom, kick all the way through, try and come back to center, okay? Let's go for a count of 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Nice. Take a second if you're a bit dizzy from that. Got a 2-minute shadow boxing round again. Add in other techniques before and after if you like to. If not, just spend that time focusing on your round kick. Boys. Great work, team. So now we're going to be throwing some switch knees off of our lead leg. The footwork we were doing earlier, boom, is the exact same, okay? The only difference may be that when I'm throwing a round kick, sometimes my emphasis is on stepping out wider when I throw this, whereas with the knee, it's more about stepping forwards, but I'm still opening my hip. The other big change here is that for the round kick, it's quite good to be higher up on the ball of your foot. You don't need to be like on your tiptoes or going that high, but it helps with the pivot. Now when I'm throwing a knee or a front kick or something like that, I don't really want to come up on my foot if I can help it, okay? I want to be as flat as possible so that I've got a stronger base, because this is a shorter range technique. I'm going to be much closer to the person. We're in boxing range. If I'm on my tiptoes here and they hit me, I'm going for a ride, okay? So I want to be strong here as I throw my knee forwards. So instead of stepping out wide when I do my switch, I'm here and I step more forwards and I push my knee in. Remember the mechanics for this long knee from our last lesson? I want to lift to about hip height and then push forwards from here, rotating my hip into it. You should see the sole of your foot, boom, by the end of this kick, out to the side here. Your chest should be open. And I like to keep my hands quite high when I do this, but that lead hand, that's fine to swing past again. It's part of that two-way energy here, just as long as your other hand is nice and high. So here's the technique. Step back, step forward with the rear foot, push that knee in nice and long from the side here, boom, the exact same. Okay, let's go for another count of 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Again, 2-minute shadow boxing round. Add in whatever other techniques you like. Us. Really good work. So now we're going to be throwing our long knee off of our rear leg. Not as much to think about here. Again, we don't have that switch step to worry about, but we still want to open our hips so we can throw this knee nice and strong. So if you're not at the point where you can comfortably pivot on the spot, I want you to do something similar to the rear leg roundhouse kick we were doing, and that's opening my hip up first. But just like the difference with our switch lead, round kicks on our knees, I don't need to step out as wide because I'm looking to go forwards into the target rather than sideways into them. So when I open up my hip, instead of stepping out wide, now I stay in front of myself. Again, I want a flatter foot on the floor for extra stability, and then I push from that spot there, okay? But I'm going to try and make sure, unlike the marching knee drill we did earlier, when I throw this, I have the balance to tuck it back behind me, okay? Don't worry if to begin with you're sacrificing some power to be able to pull this knee back, that's absolutely fine, okay? During your shadow boxing round in a moment, if you want to throw some where you push through just to like get that full range of motion, if you're not able to do it controlled and balanced to bring back, that's absolutely fine. But let's get 20 good reps out now. On the count, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Nice. 2 minutes, off you go. Woos. Awesome job. Now it's time to start tying the two techniques we're working today together. Okay, so that's going to be, for the first part, our switch knee, boom, into our switch round. Now, there's 3 immediate applications for doing this. The first one being the sweetest, that when I throw my knee, boom, I've landed, it's knocked the person back, which means I need to cover a little bit more range for my lead leg. That'd be awesome if I get to land both. What often happens though is the second application. I go to throw my knee, boom, they react by scooting or piking backwards. I have to make up the extra distance after I've thrown that knee now, boom, to march forwards and throw the switch round, okay? Now, the third application that can happen as well is a little bit more technical, at least in the thinking of it. I'm actually using this knee as a guard as I go forwards, because anything they throw, or if they stay still, they're going to be walking onto a knee to then set up my switch round kick instead. Okay, so the technique itself, I switch for my long knee, I go back, shuffle forwards again, boom, and that's where I throw I switch around. So I'm here, 1, 2, okay? It looks like I'm doing like a big jump after I throw that knee on this foot and just appearing a little bit further forwards. It's not that. After I throw that knee, this goes down. It helps push this foot forward back again, or if I need to, out a little bit wider before I swing in my leg for the roundhouse kick. So I'm here, 1, 2, and again, 1, 2. Let's go for a count of 20, everyone. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good job, everyone. 2 minutes. Shadow box that one. Woos. Great work so far, everyone. So the last one we're going to do is the same as on our lead leg, but now we're going to be throwing off the rear. This is why it was important, boom, to be bringing this one back behind us a moment ago so that we can put it back behind us, push off of it to open up our hip so we can swing our rear roundhouse kick afterwards. Again, applications are just the same as the lead side. I can hit them, boom, hopefully, with both techniques. That would be really, really nice. They might scoot out of the way of the knee, so I have to chase to land a roundhouse kick. Or I'm using this to make them march backwards, or keep them caged up because they're bracing for a knee, and then I land the roundhouse kick wherever I see the opening. Okay, let's go for that one, and I count to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Away, away. Nice work, everyone. One more shadow boxing round, then let's finally burn out our legs. Oos. Awesome work so far, everyone. Let's have a little burnout for our legs. It's a 4-minute round. We're going to spend the first minute skipping in round kicks off our lead leg, the second skipping round kicks off our rear leg, the third minute we're going to get to a plum clinch position and we're going to skip knee, boom, for the next minute. After that we're going to finish off with a minute of constant squats. Okay, 4 minutes work, let's get to it. Here we go. Halfway. Rear leg. Skip knees, finish up, let's go. Squats. Last round, everybody. Oh, I hope this is recorded. Halfway. Oh, don't slow down. Oh. That's it, everyone. Keep at it. Get straight backs. Oh. Control up and down. 10 seconds to go. Let's get some more in. And again. Awesome work, everyone. Get a drink, we'll stretch off. Awesome work on your arms, team. If you're like me, your legs are probably feeling it, so let's not waste time. Let's get straight into our stretching. We're going to go straight into a side splits position now. Just walk it out. When you feel you're around about at your max, bring your hands down to the max best you can. Take some of the weight. Slide out a little bit further, then sit the weight back over your hips. So you lean your weight onto your hands for a second to get some more wiggle room, and then when you found it, you lean your weight back over your hips to put that stretch on your groin. Just hold it for a little bit longer. Actually, I have to work my way forward so I don't bump my butt at the moment. Count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. From this position, I want you to try and hold your splits and sit yourself down. If you can't, just sit down and then go into a side split position. But we're going to end up here. Okay, now from this position, get your back nice and straight. Hands start just in front of you, and from here, you're going to keep crawling your fingers forward, moving along with it, and even though you reach the end of your stretch, you're going to keep trying to crawl your way forwards, okay? Oh God, not flexible today. Just keep trying to crawl your way forwards. Yeah. Oh. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, okay. Keep this splits position. I'm going to do some toe touches. Do these a couple different ways. We're going to start off just reaching from where we are. You're going to make little semicircles over your toes. Okay? Or as close to it as you can get. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Back to the center, over the other leg. Little semicircles. And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Okay, back to the other side, but this time I'm going to reach up to the sky with the opposite arm. I'm going to look to grab our foot or touch our toes with this hand. I'm going to look to try and tip this one over as best we can to the foot, looking to bring our head towards our knee here, okay? And hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Slowly back to the middle. Oh, same on the other side. Arm goes up nice and straight. Reach down. Oh, try and bring your head to your knee if you can, okay? Whilst keeping your legs straight. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Okay, nice. Alright, just bring your legs into the middle. Shake off. Oh. Nice, so we're going to go into a downward dog position now. So we're on all fours, well, hands and knees anyway, and we're going to go into a pigeon stretch. So for this, I'm going to take one of my legs and I'm going to try and put it across here, almost like a straight line between both of my hands. Now it's quite hard to keep it perfectly parallel or straight like this, so don't be upset if your foot starts crawling back towards your hips, towards your knees here. That's absolutely fine. We're still going to be able to get a good stretch out of this, but the more you can keep it like this, the better. I'm just going to shuffle forward so I've got some room. But from this position here, the way I like to get into it, I go onto the top of my toes here, I slide back, I bring my hands down, I bring my head down, and from here I just keep sliding back, trying to push my hips to the mat, okay? And just hold this position for a moment. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back onto your toes. Come back to your hands. Good. You can bring it back out of your stretch now. Same thing for the other side. So I bring my other leg across. I almost want to be trying to wear my shin here like a belt across the front of my waist. Walk your hands out, come lower, go to the top of your toes, slide back, head to the floor and push your hips down as low as you can, continuously trying to push your hips through the floor. Yeah, just hold for a moment. Should be feeling this nicely in your hip flexors. Whew. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice and slowly out. Toes first, then hands. Bring yourself out of that one. Good. Now just to finish off, up on your feet. Nice big round hip rotations. Let's go around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome work today. Keep it up. I'll see you on the next one. Puss.